Okay, it's time to look at the COT proxy index. This is an indicator I developed. It's my estimate of how smart money buys. What I think you're going to see is that it mimics the commercials. As we look at the COT index itself, you'll see that my COT proxy index moves up and down about the same way, the same time that the actual COT index does. The proxy index is a pretty good stand-in indicator. For a while, we were worried that the Commodity Futures Trading Commission would do away with the COT reporting period, so we wouldn't have an index. So that was one reason I wanted to develop this indicator. Also, we don't have a COT reporting for stocks. So I wondered if I could find something that acts the same way in the futures market as a COT does, then I should be able to transfer that into the stock market and know when smart money is buying the stock market. And I think you're going to see that that's pretty much what I've been able to find. I'm going to show you some results of this first, then I'll give you the formula. But remember, this is the proxy index. This is not what the commercials are actually doing. It's my estimate of what they've been doing, my stand-in proxy for them. But as you will see, it mimics the commercials. So let's take a look. Here we have the price of gold. The actual COT index is the red line indicator, and my proxy index or stand-in index for the commercials is the blue line. As you can see, it pretty well moves up and down about the same way as the actual index it does itself. In fact, we don't go much higher here, neither does my proxy index. We're a little lower here, not as bullish here as we were here, about the same thing. Both indicators showed the commercials were selling in this zone, and they matched. A little different in here, but we're picking up the same essential thrust of over the heavy buyers here, and a little dip in here. Same general lack of interest by the commercials over here, and large interest by the commercials over here. Generally speaking, it looks to me like they ebb and tide about the same way. Here's copper. The indicator is pretty similar here, not quite as similar though as it was in gold in terms of the flows of it, but notice that this would suggest the commercials are on the sell side, my proxy index does, and that's where the actual index itself was as well. This said the commercials were selling in here, didn't quite pick it up here. COT proxy or COT index saying buy, that the commercials are buyers here at high price levels, that's bullish, right? And we've got the same thing going here. The actual COT report goes negative in here, but I don't get a negative reading in my proxy index to over here. You will actually see, I think, that at times the proxy index is better than the actual commercials. Both are negative here. I get negative later. They get negative in here. The proxy index doesn't get negative till over here. The actual commercials got bullish a little early. Proxy index gets bullish at this point. So generally speaking, they do about the same thing. Totally different market here, the British pound. These examples are out of your seminar manual. Notice again how similar the flow is between the red line and the blue line. They both have just about the same configuration in them, which tells me that I think I've cracked the way the commercials actually buy and sell in the marketplace, and we can emulate their activity. We won't get the exact same number, but we're going to come pretty close to it, as you see here.